Good afternoon. I am Vanessa with the 4 o'clock news on the streets, 919 FM, and online Facebook and YouTube. In the headlines, Point 14 woman who last saw 2-year-old Kamani before he was later found dead moves out of the area for her safety. A fourth woman is murdered in TNT in 3 days during disputes. A security officer is shot on duty this morning, and internationally 3 Korean women shot at Dallas hair salon. And now the news in detail. The woman who noticed 2-year-old Kamani walking the road alone and called the police has reportedly moved out of the area. Kamani was found dead on Tuesday, 1 day after he was spotted. The woman, identified as Zoe, has since been getting death threats, and neighbors and residents and even strangers have been cursing and blaming the woman for the unfortunate incident. Stones were also thrown at the woman's house in Tisha Village, Point 14. On Tuesday night, under the protection of the police, Zoe began packing her stuff and left the area as a temporary safety measure. A 52-year-old mother was killed this morning at Andrew Trace Blue Basin in Diego Martin. Reports say Marva Sutherland got into an argument with a male relative when the relative threw a stone and struck Sutherland in the head. Sutherland is the fourth female to be killed for this week. It was only yesterday, Wednesday, 24-year-old Koshana Mohammed was chopped and killed at her Lebre Village Guayari home. The mother of 3 was killed by her 40-year-old common-law husband during a domestic dispute. The suspect later confessed to the crime. And on Tuesday, a 31-year-old mother and her 12-year-old son were murdered in Pinal. They were stabbed to death around 3 a.m. Tuesday at their Latry Road home by a male relative. And on Monday, a 34-year-old woman identified as Stephanie Calbio of Carenage was stabbed to death during an altercation with another woman. During the altercation, the woman, Chevelle Francis, 24, dealt Calbio several stabs about the body. Calbio was rushed to the St. James Medical Hospital where she died. In more news, a 36-year-old watchman was shot this morning after he was attacked by 3 would-be bandits. The watchman told police around 12:30 a.m. he was on duty at Centeno Livestock Station when he was approached by 3 men, one being armed with a gun. The men announced a hold-up, however, the watchman resisted and a struggle ensued between the victim and the 3 suspects. During the struggle, the gun was fired twice and the security felt a burning sensation in his right side buttocks. However, he managed to kick the gun away from the suspects. The men then escaped the scene on foot. The victim notified the police and paramedics and was taken to the Arima Hospital for treatment. Internationally, a gunman remains on the loose after storming into a Dallas hair salon Wednesday afternoon and shooting 3 women. The shooting happened after 2 p.m. at Hair World Salon, a business located in a shopping center in a district full of Asian-owned businesses. Reports say an unidentified suspect stopped his dark-colored minivan on a 6-lane road in front of the plaza, walked into the store, and began shouting before opening fire. The shooter fired at least 4 times and hit the 3 victims, the salon owner, an employee and a customer, in their limbs before fleeing the scene in the waiting vehicle, police reportedly said. Dallas police described the shooter as a black male about 5 feet 7 inches to 5 feet 10 inches tall with a thin build, curly hair and a beard. And that was the 4 o'clock news on the street, 919 FM and online Facebook and YouTube, recapping the headlines. Point 14 woman who last saw 2-year-old Kamani before he was later found dead moves out of the area for her safety. A 4th woman is murdered in TNT in 3 days during disputes. Security officer shot on duty this morning, and internationally 3 Korean women shot at Dallas hair salon. Do enjoy your afternoon and continue to be safe. I am Vanessa Thomas. Miss Aisha Wells, the Queen of Talk. She's up next.